Updates in Williamsburg Northern Railroad. On April 9, 2023, train number 7954 will be in service. The reason why the train didn't went in service when it first arrived in the county, because they need to check improvements and horn test. And another update, train number 3001 will be scrapped in January 21, 2024. It will be replaced with a GP20S locomotive. The train will be used for spare parts and other stuff. And another thing, the railroad crossing are being approved as well. Due to a lack of accidents, they updated the railroad crossing and also got some new signs. The railroad crossing will have a surveillance camera attached at the top. Now we are done with the updates. Let's talk about the history about the locomotives. Let's talk about 3001. Train number 3001 is a GP90 MD locomotive. It was originally a GP40 locomotive, but they made some improvements on the train. The train arrived in the county in March 30, 2003. They took the train into the train repair shop. They removed the BNSF lettering and replaced with Williamsburg Northern Railroad lettering on it. The train was sold by BNSF, but that wasn't the first locomotive to be in the county. Train number 13 was the first locomotive to arrive the county. Train number 13 was a MDT to switch a locomotive. It was built in 1965. It was meant to switch freight cars to another direction. Train number 13 was once owned by Reading Lines Railroad, but then they retired the locomotive and was sent to Williamsburg Northern Railroad. This was the first locomotive in the county. The original name for Williamsburg Northern Railroad was Seabody Shortline, but then they retired in 1973. Then we have train number 5707. It's a Alco S3 locomotive. It was ONC'd owned by Santa Fe, but then once again, they retired it and was sent to Williamsburg Northern Railroad. It arrived at January 30, 2023. This was the rarest locomotive because Williamsburg Northern Railroad actually had an Alco, or S3 before, but then they retired in 1988, then made a comeback this year. This was an incredible moment because it still has the old Santa Fe paint scheme. Now let's look at the comparison of real-life locomotive based off the models. Train number 3001 was based off a US Army locomotive. It has the same paint scheme, but with the BNSF color, not the red, and has the yellow and black outlines. Well, it was supposed to be based on off 4603. It's a GP10 locomotive owned by Florida Northern Railroad, but the hood was a little longer, so I decided to look for more trains that looks like the model. Train number 13 was based off a MDT ton switcher locomotive. I tried to find the Reading Lines paint scheme, but there was none, but it still has the same replica. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, click the subscribe button and like the video. See you guys next time. Bye!